Cool. Welcome to the What Podcast Creator Series. And it is a lot of pleasure. I've got with me today Stephen. Hello,
Stephen,
Stephen.
hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm looking forward to this. This will be a giggle.
It'll be a giggle, yes.
It'll be a right giggle. Cheers, mate. Thanks for coming on. I've really been looking forward to listening to a bit of your story and your background on how you got into how we've all got to know you as Stephen, the collector stacker online. But first thing I want to do, mate, is wish you a early happy birthday because I think it's your birthday tomorrow, isn't it?
Tomorrow, yes. Thank you very much.
Yay, happy birthday to you. Happy
Me.
birthday to you.
Dad wants to buy a cake, but they're just too small for all the candles to go.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm a bit rubbish, really. I should have got a cake and put a little candle on there and burnt it and wished you a happy birthday. So better, but yeah, happy birthday, mate, for tomorrow. Hope you have a good day. So let's
Thank
get
God.
to know. So, go on, mate. Sorry.
Sorry, I was just taking a drink of my highly alcoholic Ribena.
Oh, steady on, mate. Steady on. I've been a good boy because I've got a cup of tea. Just a cup
A
of
cup
tea
of
tonight.
char, a cup of char.
Yes. Cheers. 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 Right, dude. Let's get to know you a little bit. So let's go
All
all the
right.
way back. We'll try and find out a little bit about your story of how you've ended up, how we know you today.
My youth.
So I always like to take people back to
My
let's
youth.
try and find out and understand a little bit about Stephen when he was a young lad. So
I was a young whippersnapper.
just a young whippersnapper, yeah. Um, what part? I don't expect you to tell me exactly where, but what part of the country, area in the
I,
country were you from, mate?
all my family are from Sheffield.
Okay.
But my dad got a job. He worked for the waterworks, South Yorkshire Water Authority, and
Mhm.
he got a job in a little mining village called Waterpondern. It's been in the news very recently with hotels and things
Oh,
getting
right.
trashed. So
Okay.
that's where I was born, and it was
Okay.
a little mining village. Got a job with there. We stayed there about 3 4 years, and we moved back to Sheffield.
All right. Cool. So let's hear what was life like for little Stephen in the very early ages, as far back as you can remember.
Oh, I can remember my earliest memory was yes, Christmas Day, and me and my brother got some Tonka toys. Do you remember Tonka toys?
I do remember Tonka toys. Yeah.
Tonka toys for Christmas, and I had the big, the big dump truck.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, Big Brother was jealous. He had the fire engine and something. I think he had the fire engine. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And he decided to smash my dumper truck up Christmas Day. And then I came back, and he'd gone running into my mum and dad and told them, Stephen broke his Christmas present. He smashed it up with an hammer already. And I got an absolute leathering.
I bet.
Oh, I said, I haven't done anything. That was my earliest memory. I think it was about three,
Really?
2, 3. My
Wow.
another memory of living in Waterpondern. It was a lovely little place to live where we lived. We've
Yeah.
gone down to Swanee now. Uh, was I had a little police pedal car
Uh,
with a flashing blue light on it.
very nice too.
I smashed that into a lamppost a couple of days after I did it. Big scratch down the side,
As you do.
and and then because we live near farmland, our next door neighbour, me and my brother, my mum and dad, we used to go for walks with my uncle Harry, and we used to play poo sticks,
Those sticks.
or
Wow.
or or as my uncle Harry used to say, sending matchsticks to America. And that's my earliest memories. And then we moved
Oh,
to
really cool.
then
So
we moved
that it sounds
back
like
to
you,
Sheffield.
yeah, it sounds like you was brought up in the very early ages anyway, in a very rural area.
It was on the outskirts. It was like you cross the road and it's like farmers' fields and things. Yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't go back there now. It's really rough.
Yeah. Things change, don't they?
Uh-huh.
And tell us a little bit about your early memories of first your school life, that sort of stuff.
School. Well, my school, I went to a school called Portercroft, infants and juniors, and I hated it. We had a tyrannical headmaster called Mr. Lyon,
Yeah,
called you boy
yeah,
or girl, even though he knew your name. Boy, come here.
yeah,
I hated it. And then we moved up to here, which is like is rural, where I live now, and we moved to there was another primary school that I moved to. We joined Junior 3. You'll remember Junior 3, yeah?
yeah, mate. Just to interrupt you, you're the first person that has brought back the memory of having a junior and infant school.
And for
That's
junior, senior.
that's how it was.
Yeah.
Back. Obviously, you're close to my age. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, your infants and junior school. That's great. That's really
I would
cool.
join that. And he said we had to wear shorts,
Yep.
and my mother wasn't having it. My son is not wearing shorts in the middle of December and January and February in the freezing cold.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't let me wear shorts.
Yeah.
I didn't like that school anyway.
No.
Then I went to secondary school, and because
With sorry, mate, before you jump into secondary school, what did when you say you didn't like school, did you just generally didn't like school?
I just some of the teachers are just right. Where I live now is quite a wealthy area,
Yeah.
and because I was like working class dog, they
Yeah.
looked down their nose at me. Because what I live in now is a council estate, but my mum and dad bought it years ago.
Yeah.
So it's technically our house, but that's another story.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just thought we were riffraff. So didn't like it. Then I went to secondary school.
Yeah. And how did you get on in secondary school?
Well, horrible. Like my brother, my brother was like 4 years older than me,
Okay.
and I turned up when I was 11, and all
Yeah.
my brother's friends were big
Yeah.
and bigger and stronger than me,
Yeah.
and because you all knew my brother. I mean, I don't know. Did your secondary school have an initiation?
Um, what between the pupils?
Well, no. You used to call when when you became a first year, used to call you fusties at our school.
Oh, really?
And the first day of school, it was Hunt the Fusty Day. And because
Really?
my brother I knew all the older boys, they all came looking for me. And the initiation was, and there was two schools, there's an upper and a lower.
Yeah.
Like it's senior one, senior two, senior three. Then you went to fourth and fifth year, and blah blah. Blah. Anyway,
Yeah.
digressing. And there was a bloody great big bank facing onto the rugby and football and cricket pitches.
Yeah.
And the initiation was throw the fusty down the bank, and you're supposed to get it once. I think I must have had it. Oh, it must be a dozen times. And then, yeah, just yeah, I hated it.
Yeah. Did you hate school as a rule?
I just like it's like what the area I live in. It's full of what we call posh people,
Yeah.
and they just look down your nose at you. Oh, it's like I bet the thing there was a girl at our school. I don't. I'll just say her first name. It was Emma, and she was the horrible little snob you've ever met. And it's I bet your mum and dad vote Labour. And the
Really?
funny thing is, they did a reunion at school, and she's a senior lecturer at Nottingham University. And guess what? She's a dirty lefty.
Really?
Oh yeah, I would bad mouthing Corbyn once, and she blocked me.
Amazing. Amazing. So school life, that would have been Stephen would have been 11 to 16.
I left when I was 15 because my birthday was like later on.
Yeah,
So my birthday's in August.
yeah. Tomorrow.
I was at that cut-off point, I was
Yeah,
one of the youngest in the school
yeah, yeah.
in
In
my
the
year.
year. So you wasn't too hot at school then? Didn't like it, didn't enjoy it. Any lessons
Hate
that
it.
you did like, or
Oh, geography.
you like geography, yeah?
I love geography and history.
Okay.
They were the only really two. Oh, and PE because our PE teacher, Mr. Johnson, is just football man, and we used to play football. Then there was another one called Mr. Rogers, and he was a rugby man, and hate I hate rugby. I can't stand it, especially the rugby pitches at our school because they're like 3 foot deep in mud.
Yeah, that brings back memories.
Yeah,
That
then you
brings.
just take you on a cross country out into the Peak District.
Hmm. Oh wow.
I hate that.
Uh, so you wasn't too didn't really enjoy school that much by
No,
the
not
sounds of
really.
it. Sounds similar to me, really. Um, during those sort of early teenage times, what was social life like where you lived, mate?
Great, great, because like all the kids around here, we're all the mum and dads were working class people.
Yeah,
Uh, Brilliant. That's some really good friends. We
yeah,
used to spend most of the time in the woods and in the summer holidays, camping every weekend, every Friday. We'd
yeah,
have us tea. Sorry, you're a southern, aren't you?
yeah,
Dinner. We would have
yeah.
our dinner, and then
Tea's
we'd
fun.
go grab our tents and go into the woods and camp out till Sunday morning,
Yeah,
Friday night, Sunday morning. Loved it.
very nice too.
4 tins of beans, tin of potatoes. Oh, sorry, 4 tins of beans, two jacket potatoes. Then and so some tin foil. You have to wrap your potatoes up in tin foil when you put it in the campfire.
Yeah. So you
Oh,
left.
I loved it around here. It's so nice around here. It's quiet. In fact, if someone stole a Mars bar from the local co-op, that's like big news. Everybody's talking about someone stolen the Mars bar from the co-op.
Really?
Oh, it's so quiet here.
And did you say it was a mining town, or was that
Not
first bit?
here,
Oh,
where I
right,
was
okay.
born.
Oh,
North
right, okay.
London. It's like between Rotherham and Barnsley.
Okay.
It used to be a big mining town and a big railway. It had a big railway yard because it was on the Manchester Woodhead line. Remember the Woodhead line from
No,
Manchester, from Sheffield to Manchester, and
no.
it used to go down the central. Then it used to be the Great Central.
Okay, yeah.
It used to terminate at Marylebone in London. Yeah, there used to be a big because he used to take all the coal from the pits to
Yeah.
Manchester
Okay.
and Liverpool because everybody had coal fires.
Yeah, they
Not
did.
anymore.
No.
But
Okay.
that went, and then the mines went, and oh, the town was dead.
Yeah. So a question I ask was during those school years, obviously, yeah, it sounds like a really cool social life. Did you have to, or did you dip your toe into getting yourself, or was there an opportunity to getting yourself a little Friday job or anything like that? Or wasn't interested, didn't
I
need
had a
to?
paper round. I had a paper
All
round.
right, okay, cool.
I think we all had a paper round. Didn't
We did, yeah. For sure, for sure. Cool.
One
So you
pound,
let,
£1 30 a week.
yeah, mate, I remember that well. Used to spend it
Imagine
all.
kids getting out of bed for that now. No chance.
Exactly, yeah. That was pretty cool though, wasn't it? Back then. So you left school at 15.
I did.
And so I'm going to try and work out. So we must be about 84-ish, 1984,
83,
roughly.
84.
83, 84. Good old 80s. So what did Stephen do then?
I was on the dole for about 3 months.
Yeah.
My aunt worked at a factory that made canteens of cutlery.
Okay.
She got me a job there.
All right. What sort of stuff was you doing there, dude?
You know the big posh canteens you have for cutlery?
Yeah.
It's like silver service. You open the box and all the knives and forks and spoons and
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to make those, like cheap stuff, all the way up to the really expensive stuff made out of oak. And we once we once had a we once made one for the Saudi Arabian embassy in London, and ooh,
Wow.
ooh, that was nice.
Yeah. So was it all handmade or?
Those were, yes, ours were. I was the cheap side. I worked on the cheap side,
Okay.
which was all chipwood and plywood, and then we went to this like MDF, vile stuff.
Yeah.
It was like fine dust and yeah, not good. But that was the best job I've ever had.
Really?
Oh yes,
Why is that, dude?
because upstairs was loads of women upstairs.
That's, yeah, only a 15-year-old would say that, really, wouldn't they?
Well, I was 16 when I started. I was 16 when I was started,
All right. Okay.
and my job was to take. I used to shape them, open them up. Oh, sorry, rim them. You used to get like a rim, a big tall rim was about a foot high,
Yeah.
and then you set the thickness of your saw to the what the case was, what the case was going to be, and just the rim. You get about six out of a rim,
Yeah.
and then you take them back into the where my aunt worked, and they would glue the tops and bottoms on,
Yeah.
put them in the press, and then they come back. You have to sand all the excess off, then you shape them, put like a little bevel around them, open
Okay.
them up, and you take them upstairs to the liners and the coverers. And there were some nice women up there.
Yeah, I'm sure there was.
Oh, and I mean proper. Whoa, you didn't mess around with them. They'd have had your trousers down.
Brilliant.
Oh, they were like, you don't being cheeky. I'll come over there and pull your trousers down and give you dick. I'm sorry.
Oh, I haven't lived. Jesus. Oh, so how long was you there,
Because
bud?
I was like 16. I was like, wow, that's a grown woman wanting to take your trousers down. I'm
Yeah,
off.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Warren. What's your camera's just flicking up a little bit, dude?
There we go.
Ah,
Sorry.
that's it. No, it's fine. Um, so how long was you there for then?
Um, wow. I think I started in '84. I
Yeah.
was there a good 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It it blew up. The spray shop blew up,
Okay.
so we had to move from there out into Bandit Country.
Country.
Oh God.
Go and explain that one.
Shall we just say there was a lot of drugs bought and sold there. It was
Okay.
it was rough, and not a lot of the women like going up there because they got stared at,
Yeah.
and then we moved there, and like all the cutlery industry just gone.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a cutlery manufacturer in America called Sheffield,
Yeah.
and then you've got a place in Japan called Sheffield that was making cutlery, so they could put "Made in Sheffield" on them. So now all the nice cutlery that's made in this country, it's made in Sheffield, England.
Okay.
And if you go into a pot, I mean, I've had this argument with Pete, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And he lives in Vegas, and he thinks like pretty posh restaurants. Yeah, well, if you think it's a posh restaurant, and you find out where the cutlery is made, and it doesn't say Sheffield, it's not a posh restaurant.
Right.
Yeah, it was some of the stuff that we made. My mum used to work in the silver industry.
Okay.
She was working for a company called Viners, which I think is
Okay.
still going, but they're not based in Sheffield anymore.
Okay.
And then she worked for another company called Robertson Belks, who had a contract with the FA, and they refurbed the FA Cup every year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm going to come back to that in a second. So I'll just write that down so that reminds me. So for Stephen, between the age of 16 and 26, so you're like the back end of the 80s, which was brilliant, or it was where I was.
It was.
The 90s was fantastic as well.
I prefer the mid to late
Yeah.
eighties, early
Yeah.
90s.
Just give us a bit of an idea on Stephen's outside of work life. What was that like? What was it like where you lived? Yeah, just to give us a sort of
Lots of gigs going to see bands like
okay.
those. I used to go all over for concerts,
All right, okay.
all over. That was my passion. On getting drunk as well.
Getting drunk and music.
Yeah,
What
chasing
sort of
women.
chasing women? Yeah. That's the three greatest things you can do at that age, isn't it?
Oh yeah, used to get red carded a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, we all do that, dude. We all do that. I don't think you've lived unless you get red carded a lot,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
I remember once this. It was a classic. I was sat in a pub and we were watching the football on the big screen. I can't remember whether I think it was at Wembley or it was at Cardiff. And they put those cards up as like displays and you put things, players' faces or words and that
Yeah,
in the stands.
yeah.
Well, they all put these red cards up, and one of my friends, my nickname's like Fudge.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what everyone knows me as Fudge. And they all put these red cards up, and this guy called Eric goes, "Look, it's like Fudge at a nightclub with all chicks."
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I love it. I love it. That's really cool. So yeah, so heavy. What sort of music was you into, dude?
Metal, heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
I Maiden,
Okay.
Judas Priest,
Okay.
Motorhead,
Yeah.
Def Leppard, of course,
Yeah.
Ozzy, Black Sabbath,
Yeah.
all of them. I'm kind of mellowed out now as you get older.
Yeah. Of course you do.
But I used to go all over. Birmingham NEC,
Yeah.
Wembley Arena, Wembley Stadium,
Yeah.
Manchester, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Ipswich. I've been all over.
It's perfect. It was a perfect era, wasn't it? Really, for
And
that
the
sort of
tickets
thing.
were so cheap, like
Yeah.
£10 to go and see a big band.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Metallica are due to come again.
All right.
And the last time they came, they played at Manchester City, and it was like 160 quid to go and see Metallica. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Dude, no way.
That's nuts, isn't it?
Mm,
Absolutely nuts. So, was you driving? Was you into cars? Was you into
bikes,
motorbikes?
bikes,
Motorbikes, yeah, that
oh,
figures. That
bike.
figures if you was into the old rock stuff.
Uh,
So,
yeah,
was you a proper rocker?
proper rocker, yeah.
Proper rocker.
Metalhead, still am.
Yeah. What sort of bikes
Although
do
I
you have?
can't ride bikes now because of my eyes.
Yeah. What was the
That's
bikes?
what sort of bikes?
Yeah.
My first bike was a Suzuki GP100,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
and I slapped a micron on it.
Okay. That's it. Ding, 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 ding,
Then
ding.
I had an MTX 125,
Yeah.
and then I loved that bike. So I kept it for years.
Yeah.
And all my mates bought bigger bikes, so I'll go and buy a bigger bike. And I bought a ZZR 600,
Oh, nice.
and that was my last bike.
Very nice too. Very nice
I had a
too.
go, I had a go on my friend's RD 500, and I absolutely left brown stains in my pants.
You shit yourself. Yeah.
Oh, God, that thing was so fast.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, it's quite interesting actually because probably in those 80 days, the 80s and early 90s, the bike scene the technology just went through the roof, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we used to go to Matlock every Sunday and every bank holiday.
Yeah.
Half an hour there, half an hour back. Matlock is like a little seaside town in the Peak District.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Believe it or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Got amusement arcades, fish and chips, pubs. It's even got a cable car system.
Wow, really?
Yeah, yeah, cable car there
Okay, interesting. So
every Sunday and every bank holiday Monday.
did you was you in like a biker's gang or
Yeah,
not?
oh,
Not
no.
as such.
Oh well, it was just group of friends.
Yeah,
We all used to meet at the car park at a local pub, and then we all used to go on mass.
yeah,
But like some of them were loopy, and
yeah,
I mean just loopy stupid.
yeah,
And I just thought, I'm not. No, I just like to sit on it and cruise.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. There was something about it all, wasn't there? And especially in those times, it was just
Yeah,
yeah, unbelievable. Mate, you just mentioned about your mum working in the silver industry.
yeah.
Now, something I'll probably ask you because it was silver a big thing around Sheffield,
Oh
or was
God,
it
yeah.
or was it more steel, or was it both? Or
Silver, anything to do with metal,
okay,
silver. Uh, I mean, the mapping and webs, haven't you?
yeah, I have, yeah,
My mum used to work for mapping and webs. The factory, the big factory, was in Sheffield,
okay,
and then they moved to London, and I think they outsourced the cutlery from somewhere else now. But it all used to be made mapping. Mr. Mapping and Mr. Webb were Sheffield men.
all right, okay,
And then there was, oh God, there's like loads of silversmiths in Sheffield. Oh, there was loads of them. There was tool makers,
yeah,
scissors, pocket knives, Bowie knives. I mean, you go to America and you talk about Bowie knives, and you've got Sheffield Bowie knife. You're like, that's where most of them came from.
right,
God, and then the steel. Most of my family, most of my grandma's side of the family worked in the steel industry,
yeah,
but kind of died off early because of the diseases, silicosis, and things like that you got
yeah,
because
yeah.
there wasn't the health and safety that there is now.
No. So what was it about Sheffield that made it sort of that
It's geography.
was silver and steel sort of hub
It was,
really?
well, it's geography. It's got
All
like
right.
5 rivers running into it. It's got 7 hills, like
Okay.
Rome. They call it the Rome of the North, 7 hills.
Okay.
There were just water wheels everywhere.
Okay.
And I used to just make scythe making. That's where it started, making scythes or sickles, as some people call them.
Yeah.
That's where it all started. Yeah, I mean, if you ever come to Sheffield, there's a place quite near me called the Aberdale Industrial Hamlet, where they've got the old hammers and forges from 300 years ago still working.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I've only ever been once. I went with school.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to work for indirectly for a forging company.
Okay.
And I used every Friday night at handover time, I used to go and watch them forging. Oh,
Yeah.
taking the big forgings out of the furnaces and taking over to the hammers and boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. That's a fantastic experience. I love anything like heavy engineering,
Yeah.
shipbuilding,
Yeah.
train building, anything to do with heavy engineering, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Most of it's gone now.
Yes, unfortunately. Definitely. But this is quite cool that you're sharing it actually because once all these memories go, then they've gone forever, haven't they?
Yeah,
Um, yes,
yeah. I
it's
mean,
amazing.
there used to be a train, sorry, 3 trains every morning leave Sheffield, go to Birmingham to the car factories.
Of course, yeah,
You know the rolls of steel where they used to make all the
yeah,
panels.
yeah, yeah.
Go to the Used to go to the car factories in Birmingham. 3 trains every morning.
Wow, those works must have been 24/7 then.
Oh, God, no. Massive. Have you ever been to what's the big posh restaurant in London?
No,
Ritz, the Ritz.
no, I haven't. No.
You ever been to the Ritz? And there's this big, I don't know if it's still there, there's this big stainless steel canopy
Okay.
that not made here.
Wow.
You ever been to Portsmouth?
Don't think so.
There's a first steel battleship, and all the armor plate was made here. All the guns, I think all the guns were made. No, most of the guns were made in Coventry, but some were made here. But
Massive industry.
certainly for all the big battleships, they were made here. HMS Hood,
Yeah.
all the big ones, Repulse, were all made here. But the old East Gun Shed is still there. It's still a company working called Gripple.
Okay. Wow. How things change.
Yeah.
How things change. So, was you into to that gives us a fairly good that gives me a lovely picture actually, imagining what it was like. What about sport? Was you like into any sport hobbies, anything like that?
Oh, football.
Football, football, football.
I used to follow my team
Yeah,
home and away
yeah.
every weekend.
And I take that was Sheffield, was it?
Yeah, but don't say the wrong team.
Oh, let me try and guess. Well, it's 50-50, isn't it?
But it's 50-50.
I've got to go Sheffield United.
Oh, God, you're just...
No, is it Sheffield Wednesday?
yes.
Oh, sorry.
You're just...
That must. I mean, to have two football like quite biggish football biggest football clubs in the area must have been. Was that difficult, or was it just it is what it
hate
is?
each other.
Oh, really?
Oh, God, yeah, we hate each other. With passion.
Strange, isn't it? Very strange. Very strange. And was that sort of really something that just gets passed through the family, or as the whole family
Oh,
always Wednesday
it's
fans?
my dad's side of the family and my grandma, they're all big Wednesday fans.
Yeah.
My mum's side of the family are 50-50. So half of my mum's side of the family are Wednesday, and the other half are United.
Oh,
And
that's
that's
all
caused some friction in the past.
it's a bit awkward, yeah.
Christmases,
Yeah.
weddings,
Oh, I'm
funerals.
sure.
My
Yeah.
dad's always there. You fucking wedding.
Ah, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Brilliant. So let's kick on a little bit. So at 26, you was working at that place. Um, that's roughly sort of the mid 90s. Then what happens to Stephen? What's Stephen up to then?
Stephen got made redundant,
Okay.
and then I think, what was it now? I was only like unemployed. Oh, well, for me, it was a long time. I hated every single day of it.
Yeah.
I was unemployed for about 8 months, and I went to these places where they did your retraining. And
Okay.
at this point of time, I was a little bit of a lazy bugger. Sorry, I'm Belgian.
You was a bit of what, sorry?
I was a lazy bugger,
Okay.
and so I just thought, I want a sit down job, but I
Yeah.
don't want to work in an office.
Yeah.
So I became a security guard.
Oh, really?
Yes, you
Oh,
can't park
well.
there, sunshine.
Okay. What was you doing?
I worked on a building site, my first one.
Okay.
That was horrible. I got it with a baseball bat on that one.
Really?
Oh yes, they come
Nice.
for all plant and they made a bit of a mess of me. In fact, I've still got the wound, got a tooth missing. Still,
Wow. Your camera's
yeah.
going up again, mate.
What?
That's it. Otherwise, we'll
Um,
all be watching the Olympics. Otherwise,
oh, yeah. Oh, then I did all sorts. Worked on when they were building the super tram,
Okay.
the tram system here in the early 90s.
Okay.
The demolition of Kelvin Flats.
Was this all around security or just?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was some real good fun nights on there, Kelvin Flats, because we had two horrible, evil Alsatians or German Shepherds, however you want to call them.
Yeah.
Except one was called Blaze, and he was
Yeah.
an albino Alsatian, and he
Okay.
hated me.
Yeah.
Unless you had a packet of custard creams and it was your best friend. So I used to come to work with a packet of custard creams.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
And he used to sit by me all night, and anybody who come near me, he growled at them.
Yeah, I'm sure. Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, but that was like big, the big old blocks of flats. There was about 1,000 flats in it, and because they couldn't blow it up because it was like surrounded by residential and main roads, so they had to ball it down, knock it down, like ball and hammer.
Yeah.
Oh, they were good old days. And I worked in a lot of steel places.
Okay.
Daniel Doncaster's.
Still in security?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went to Chesterfield Cylinders. They're still going. Daniel Doncaster's is still going.
Yeah.
Then where did I go? Oh, and then a friend of mine said, BT are looking for security operatives, but it's a bit more involved than sitting there saying you can't park there.
Yeah.
So I applied for the job, went for an interview, got it, and trebled my pay overnight.
Oh, wow.
But there, you've got your own office. You do your own signing people in and all that, you can't park there and all that. But this had like what we used to call equipment rooms. There was like repeater stations.
Okay.
There was big exchanges, transmission, and things like that, where only certain members of staff could go. And if you got like everybody got a proximity card, show it to the reader.
Yeah.
So if you hadn't got permission to go in that particular part, it wouldn't let you in, but it would send an alarm to where I was on the big computer system, and it would flash. It would bring up a photograph who's tried to get in, and it would email their bosses straight away. Why are your staff trying to get in this room? And he was like, when they first installed it, it was like all sorts of problems. Like staff who should be allowed to go in weren't getting in.
Okay.
But they got it going eventually.
Yeah.
But I spent more time on staring at monitors at the equipment rooms than anything else.
Yeah.
And it just 5 monitors. Tires your eyes out. And I've got my own computer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was. I enjoyed it there.
Yeah,
was 15 years. 15
was
years.
it really?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Money was good. I wasn't going anywhere. I was sit on my arse and watch a load of computer screens all day.
Yeah.
They were good money. Good money.
Yeah. And was that? Did you have to do shift work and all that sort of stuff?
No, I worked Monday to Friday.
Okay, it wasn't nights or anything like that.
No.
Oh, nice one.
They were for poor people who buy silver and sovereigns.
Very funny. Very funny.
No, it was good. I enjoyed it. The staff that not only BT staff are just some of the biggest pains in the neck you ever met in your whole life. They're so entitled.
Yeah.
You remember 9/11?
I do.
Right, well, where I work, there's 3 BT buildings. There was Telephone House, which was a big admin and call centre one.
Yeah.
And got where I work, where all the telephone exchanges and things were, basically the place that ran everything in the area. And it was the second most important telephone exchange in the country.
Okay.
After Houston, I think.
All right.
fucking, I can't remember, Houston, yeah. And they were all right stuff. And then there was another one called Rock. Now, this place, I've got to be careful what I say because
That's fine.
special secret effects. And they monitored the internet for the entire country. They used to have a place called the Bridge. Like, you imagine like Enterprise with a big screen.
Yeah.
Well, they had 4 of those.
Wow.
And it was 24 hours. Plus, it was repeated on their own PC on the desk.
Yeah.
So that any problems, they didn't really have to have the big screens on. No. It was like a backup sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The computers were backups. The main thing was the screen. But when I worked there for about a month, and I did some night shifts because it's 24 hours, and we used to have to go to a little server room, shall we call it? I'll not say what it really is. Yeah, I had to go to a server, make sure it wasn't leaking.
Yeah.
Took the temperature, blah, blah, blah. I type in the temperature because it's like there's a little computer in there. It's just basically to make sure you go in and
yeah.
And every time I used to walk into the Bridge, all they were doing were playing computer games on the big screens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And this is like, oh God, when was it? 98, 99.
Okay.
And these people were on £120 an hour back then, plus shift allowance, plus bonus.
I think I remember you.
Some of them, one told me he was walking out there with nearly 200,000 a year.
Gee.
For playing computer games at night.
Wow.
And a lot of them were ex-steel workers.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, wow. And then I got made redundant from there. They offered me redundancy.
When was that, mate? Roughly.
Oh God, I think it was about. I think I started there in '95. I think I finished. It's 2011. I finished. Okay. March, yeah, 2011 I finished. Yeah, so it wasn't 15 years. It was about 13 years I worked there.
Yeah.
I got my redundancy. And a company that bought our company out, they paid me the redundancy as well. So I got 2 lots of redundancy.
No way.
Mm-hmm. And my mum said, give it back. Because, lightly.
Yeah.
They were like, I was like a year going through stress.
Yeah. Are they going to ask for it back?
Before they decided to like get rid. It was like, it's going to happen next week. But no, it's not. It's going to happen next week. It's not. You've got another 3 months. And I said, the amount of stress they put me through, no chance.
Yeah.
And then I got a bit poorly, got pneumonia. And then my mum died, 2012.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, it's all right. It's natural. We can't live forever.
Yeah, I know, but he's still very polite to say that.
And I came back here to help my dad out.
Yeah,
because he would have passed away within months. And then I got really poorly. I was having problems with my eyesight.
Okay.
And then my optician came and goes, I want you to go to hospital now. What now? Now? Yes, now. He made me an appointment. I went to the we've got a special eye department in one of the hospitals here.
Yeah.
And he looked into my eyes and he goes, right, we're admitting you straight away. I'm like, what's happening? She says, did your head feel like it's got water? It's all watery. Says, yeah, it does. You tap it and it just like, you can feels like there's like water in there. I says, I just paid it now. She says, yeah. So what's happened? All the fluid has gone up. It's gone into your eye sockets. And it's pressuring pressurizing your optical nerve on both eyes. I said, well, can you get it? And then they gave me some what they call shunts, I think.
Yeah.
So you have to like lay on your bed in like fetal position, and they shove a like thing over your into your back and up your not. I think it's not your spinal cord; it's something else, and they try and draw all the fluid out of your head. What do they call it now? This is the spinal fluid or whatever they call it.
Yeah, yeah.
And they got it out, and I just said, no, my eyes are getting worse. And then they got this doctor in. Well, I was fortunate because one of the big specialist eye doctors in the country lived here.
Yeah.
He came and he goes, no, nil by mouth. I'm having him in surgery tomorrow.
Wow.
So what they did, if you're squeamish, turn it down. All right, they pin your eyes on. You got like your eyeballs in a little like bag of film. I don't even know that. So they cut they make an incision in your eyeball, right in the corner, and cut the film out, and they stick a needle through your eyeball, right into the back of your eye socket, and drain all the fluid out. What's pressing on my optical nerve, and they did that with both eyes, and that's why I can't drive anymore because I'm like, one of my eyes is I've got about a third of the vision in one eye, and I've got about 2/3 in the other. I can see all right,
Yeah.
but if I go out into natural light, it's like an overexposed photograph.
Yeah.
Yeah. Misty. That's what I see.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like having lights on. I sit in the dark and go, mum.
Oh wow! So how long was that process?
I think I was in there an hour and a half. And
No, sorry, mate. From when you started having issues and going to the hospital, how long? From to having that operation, was it
2 days?
Oh, really?
It was serious.
Oh, wow.
He says if you'd left it any longer, your eyeballs would have exploded.
Gee whiz, Batman. Thank God for some clever people. Amazing.
There you go.
Wow. How did that make you feel, dude?
Blind.
Blind. Stupid question, really, wasn't it?
I couldn't. After the first 3 days, I could just make shadows out.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make colors out now, and it's fine. It's just when you get natural light, it's just completely blows my eyesight out.
Yeah. So one thing.
Then I had another bout of pneumonia.
Oh God.
And then my lung collapsed, and then I was on oxygen for about 2 years, and now I still have to have a BiPAP machine when I sleep at night. It's not CPAP, it's BiPAP. Basically, when I'm asleep, my breathing goes really, really shallow.
Yeah. So
I'm breathing air in, your body produces carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
But it's not, my body's not expelling it because my breathing goes really shallow. So that machine
helps,
pumps all the carbon monoxide dioxide out of my lungs.
Yeah.
So I've got my heart's knackered. That's atrial fibrillation. I'm in a bad way. My kidneys are knackered.
Wow. So what spell of time was this, dude?
About 3-4 years.
3 or 4 years.
I'm all right now. I'm like back to what I was normally like.
Yeah.
A bit chunky, like, because I'm bedbound. But if I try and sit up now, I'm like,
really?
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, you must have heard me when I'm doing my videos.
I have, yeah, dude. Yeah, I have, yeah. I have, mate. Yeah, to be fair, I have, yeah. So you are bedbound. You can't.
I am bedbound. Yeah, I can get
Jeez.
out of it. It's the way of getting out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a lot of work.
Fuck.
A lot of work.
Oh
Oh,
man, I'm sure. It's funny, isn't it? It isn't until you have these conversations that you actually understand what someone else is going through. Yeah, wow.
what
Yeah,
my doctor said to me, he says the best thing you can do is, and I've got all my muscles are wasted away in my legs.
yeah,
My legs are really skinny,
yeah,
and I've got like pot belly.
yeah, yeah,
He says you need to lose some weight. I don't eat, but I really don't eat that much these days.
you
Now,
like a ham sandwich?
well, my dad brought me that, and he fucking baguette, and I was like, I can't eat all that, so he'd offered it with me.
Yeah. Wow, dude. Wow. I've got a couple of questions because you haven't mentioned it. You told me once that you was into photography.
Yes,
Was that obviously before
before, yeah.
you had your problems with your
All my
eyes?
kids still upstairs.
Yeah.
Ex
What sort of photography did you like doing?
landscape.
Landscape, yeah.
I like to take pictures of steam trains as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't.
Wow.
I had a I had a Nikon. I've still got it. Nikon D800,
Yeah, I know. It's
which
just
was a
brilliant
it's
piece of kit.
flashy when it first came out,
Yeah.
and it was like I think it was 36. It was 36 megapixels,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
was a lot back then.
It certainly was.
And I've got all the fast glass lenses,
Yeah.
the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
You know what they are, don't you?
No, I haven't got a clue.
You don't know what the Holy Trinity is?
No.
F2.4s.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
You got your
That makes
you
sense.
got
Yeah.
your 70 to 200,
Yeah. 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 I've got
and
that.
then you got some to 70. I can't remember. This is it.
20,
You
is
got
it 20 to
yeah,
70, something like that?
yeah, and then you got your little wide angle
Yeah. 20.
lens. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it covers the whole range.
Yeah.
So they call it the Holy Trinity. Well, they do with
Yeah.
Nikon. If you're a Canon user, you probably
Yeah.
use the
Similar sort of thing.
use. Yeah, it's a similar sort of thing, but Canon users, they're just like photocopy operators.
They are, yeah, but they're better equipment. So
No,
we won't go there. We'll save that for another time. Oh
Nikon,
man,
Canon.
that's amazing. That's amazing. So basically, from roughly about 2016, your life has drastically changed. Well, probably
Oh, a
from
bit earlier than that, 2014.
4 years before that.
Yeah,
Um, it's it's drastically changed.
yeah. And then like I said, I got made redundant, and I had all this spare cash floating around in the mat, and I'm like, what can I do with this?
I was going to come on to that. At what point? Now, before you got into obviously your silver goldie journey, did you ever have any inclination about doing anything savings wise with investments or anything like that before?
No, no.
Not at all. That's interesting.
I just want to go out and get leathered. That's all I
It's like,
wanted to do. Get
yeah,
drunk,
it's like most of us.
chase women.
Yeah. So it didn't really that side of things didn't really come in until probably
I'm just gonna see if I can move this a bit because
yeah, of
it's
course,
getting
no
on my
worries.
nerves now. Having to hold it.
No worries, mate. Take your time. It's fine.
Put my sword in. There you go.
That's pretty
Oh,
you can talk about that in a second. So yeah, so there was no inclination. Obviously, circumstances changed wildly by the sounds of it.
is what? Sorry.
I said circumstances changed quite wildly by the sounds of
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah. You could say that.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Wow, dude, that's an amazing thing to go through. Um, so before I get into the your journey with precious metals, You've also been quite open about your religion.
Yeah,
Now, has that religion been a part of you all the way through your life, or have you discovered that at a certain point?
about 18 months.
For the last 18 months?
Yeah,
All right, okay. Oh, cool. So can we come on to that after we go through
what you can, yeah? What you can.
because I didn't realize it was that recent. Um, so you get made redundant. At what point did you actually? Yeah, why did you get into gold and silver? Wow, how did that all happen, dude?
I was just on YouTube. I thought I just put. I can't remember if I can remember right. I think I typed in alternative ways to save money, something like that on YouTube. And the first video I ever saw was a guy called Shadow Stack, and he's from London, and he just got all these like silver and gold coins, and like, not just like one. He's like he had kookaburras, and he was like they're like monster boxes, which have got like I think they've got 100 in.
Yeah.
They're like cardboard boxes, and they're in the foils, and they're all laid down. Oh yeah, kookaburras, uh, lunas, and what was the other one now? Which I don't like. The other animal, the stupid little teddy bear thing.
Oh, koalas.
Koalas. He
Yeah.
had those, and he just says, "I think you."
Stupid little teddy bear things. I love
They're
them.
just horrible. I hate them with passion.
Yeah, I know. I've heard you say that.
Or they're so cute. Or pandas. I can't stand pandas either.
All right, okay.
The girls' comes.
Mhm.
And just and then he put all these gold coins. What he got? I'm like, oh, where you got all this from? And then I watched Salivate Metal,
Okay.
and those are the two people that got me going
Okay.
on my journey.
So,
And
so
I just
what?
watched them for about
Yeah.
6 months.
Okay.
Getting on,
What year was this, dude?
2016.
2016. Okay. But yeah. Sorry. Go on, mate. Sorry.
I was actually on holiday. Me and my dad went on holiday. We went on holiday fishing on the Norfolk Broads,
Oh, nice.
and I was laid in bed one night, and I just I've got all this money sat in the bank,
Yeah.
and the interest rates weren't very good.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I do with it? Put it in a high interest rate. Well, those accounts, it's a high interest rate, but you can't touch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't want. I don't like nosy governments
Yeah.
like this one and the ones we had before.
Yeah.
Sticking the nose in.
Mhm.
And I just watched Salivate Metal and Shadowstack for about 6 months, and there was one or two others that I watched. There was a guy who like poured silver, and I can't remember his name. That was an American guy, and his stack was like huge. It's the biggest stack of silver I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He likes to collect Jaeger poured silver,
Right.
and I just I loved it. And then I used to go on. I met a load of good people in America who were in the community. I met Pitt,
Yeah.
my friend in Canada.
Yeah.
There's one or two more, and oh my god, Bay City Bullion or supplement as we used to call him. I met those three. I spoke to them, loads and loads of pourers and people in the community. We used to speak to each other on Discord like we did last night, but we just used to rip out of each other.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna have a yogurt. What's a yogurt?
So
I got any aluminum.
aluminum. Yeah.
Oh, we
Aluminum.
used to call me a limey idiot, and it was so good times, fun.
Yeah.
And then everybody just went the separate ways.
Yeah. So you're watching these guys for
About 6 months.
6 months,
And then
and
I was on holiday with my dad
yeah,
and I watched it. And I thought, Jesus, you know something? When I get back from here, because the bandwidth in North Norfolk, next to the Norfolk Broads,
yeah,
isn't the best.
yeah.
I think I was getting like 1 meg.
Okay.
You could send emails and things like that, and
Yeah.
watch a few. You could watch a video, but you had to like wait for like half an hour for it to download.
Yeah.
And I just thought, right. And I was looking at websites. So it was Shadow Stag that actually put me on to Silver to Go. If you want
Oh,
to get
gotcha.
silver in this country, because you still had to pay 20% if you went to British dealers.
Yeah.
So go to Silver to Go or Coin Invest. They were both the same company, but Silver to Go was just bullion. Silver to Go had gold and a few collector coins. Silver to Go had like your Britannias, ASCs, blah 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 blah, and a few bars. And I bought from there. I spent thousands,
Okay.
thousands with
Yeah. Before you go there, what
yeah.
was it that during your journey of that 6 months, and obviously before that, you was looking at, oh, what do I do with this money? Da, 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 da. What was it about what you were seeing within that silver and gold community that made you thought, ah, right, now this is where I need to go, not via the traditional banking system? What were the things that would sort of tipped you over, or you just did? Was it a gut instinct thing or something?
Well, I think it was. I've always been interested in silver. This because his family's like
Yeah,
worked with silver.
yeah,
Me, my mum, my dad doesn't. My dad worked for the water board most of his life until he got made redundant. Um, I mean, just listening to those guys and keep the banks away from your savings,
yeah,
and the government's knowing what you're doing with your money,
yeah,
and it's a good hedge
yeah,
against inflation.
yeah.
And boy, was I lucky when I was lucky that I started when I did, and
Absolutely.
people before me, because silver to go, you were buying on the German VAT rate, which was I think 1.5%, 2%.
Wow.
Yeah, I said I was getting 2015 and 2016 Britannias, 14, 15 quid each.
Yeah.
And
Immense.
I mean, it's like today, it's like the Noah's Ark, the Armenian Noah's Ark, was one of the cheapest. In fact, it was the cheapest bullion coin you could buy. And I just bought a tube of quarter-ounce ones, and they were really nice. And I just thought, I don't want Frank Shields anymore. So I sold them to my friend in Canada. She
Yeah,
bought them off me.
yeah,
God knows what she's probably sold them. But I
yeah.
think I was paying a quarter-ounce then. It was like just over £4 each.
Right. So that initial journey, was that like just, oh, sod it, I'm all in here, or am I going to gradually get into
Well,
this and
what I did,
learn my way along, or what?
what I did first, I bought £1,000 worth
Yeah.
of the kookaburras.
Okay.
I thought I'll test the ground with £1,000,
Yeah.
and they came within. I think we here within like a week in Germany.
Wow.
And they were all nice packed. I thought, right, I can trust this company then. So I
Hmm.
put a huge order in. I think 16 grand's worth.
Bloody hell.
I had all this money in the bank, and I didn't want
Yeah, it's true.
sale. I had like 70, 80,000 pounds just sat there going, hello, we're
Yeah.
earning nothing, we're
Yeah.
earning you nothing.
Yeah.
And I think the kookaburras I bought was like 17, 18 pounds each.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit less because I bought that many of them.
Yeah.
and I sold them. I sold them a few years later for £27. I
Yeah.
made about a tenner on each coin,
Yeah.
and I put all the money that I got from those, and I bought my first gold.
All right. Okay. So how many years was it before you get onto your gold journey?
Ah,
That's 2016, roughly.
29. Do you know? I think it was 20, 2018. I think it was November or December 2018.
Yeah.
I bought the first coin, but it was a 2019 coin,
Okay.
a quarter ounce Britannia, and it
Yeah.
was £280 there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
I've still got it. It's a bit scratched, so the Queen's head's a bit scratched, but I've
Yeah.
still got it.
Nice one. And was that a sudden thing that you thought, oh, sorry, I need to get into gold now, or was that sort of a bit of a plan? Or
I just had so much silver.
yeah,
I just thought, get rid of it. It's just, I've got that much. I still have, and I've sold a third of it, what I
yeah,
had.
yeah,
So I've sold about 1,000 ounces, maybe a little bit more.
yeah.
So I've got about 1,700 ounces left.
Wow.
All my
Mm.
10-ounce bars are gone.
Yeah,
All my 1 ounce bars, apart from my St. Michael,
yeah,
Diamonds Are Forever, and Three Graces. I think
yeah,
there are about just less than 50 bars left, and I had 400 1 ounce bars.
yeah.
I thought you probably got some of my 1 ounce bars.
I've got a few of them, mate.
I
I've got a
sold
few.
most of my semi numismatic.
Yeah,
You've got them again.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome anytime. Remember me, and you will
I will.
not.
I will not.
And I just thought, why have I got all this? I'm going to keep a bit of silver,
Yeah, of course.
like my Canadian, my RCM bars, 10 ounce
Yeah,
bars.
yeah,
I'm not going to sell them. I've got four of them, and I thought, nah, I'm not selling them.
yeah,
But I've got Britannia's still left to sell. I've got about 200 of those, and I've got 200. No, I've got less than. Yeah, I've got this. Yeah, sort of tube last night this morning.
yeah,
I've got 200 uh, maples left. I've got
yeah.
17 full sets of Queen's Beasts
Queen's
left
Peace. Yeah, yeah.
to sell.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're all in tubes and black ring
Brilliant.
capsules.
Brilliant.
And then I've just got like some bits of semi numismatic. Got my Germania collection. I've
Yeah,
got my Luna 3 collection. I've got some Luna 2s, half ounce, 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce, all in nice presentation boxes. I've got
nice,
three of those.
nice.
Pig, dog, and a rooster. I've got Year of the Monkey as well, but I haven't got the 10 ounce one in that.
Yeah,
They're just the things I've got left to sell, apart from my proofs. Oh, and
yeah.
I haven't got my 50p's out. Urgh,
Oh, dude, of
what
course.
a plonker.
We do that in another one.
Yeah,
We do that.
what
Oh
all
God,
about it?
yeah. Damn, I forgot about that.
Uh,
Oh, cool. So
oh, and I've got
obviously,
the 10 ounce Queen's Beast as well. I've got
yes, you
seven of
have.
those
Yeah,
left.
yeah. So you got into your silver. You were obviously went pretty much confidently building that up rather quickly. Obviously, but with a time that was very profitable for you, which is really super to hear.
It's
Uh,
back super, super cool.
yeah, super cool. Yeah, very much so. And then 2018, you thought, oh, sorry, I need to get into gold. And then you got onto your gold journey, which is obviously you've showed quite a bit of that on your channel. So my next thing, a very quick question. Did you, is it just silver and gold that you got interested in? Didn't want to know anything else? It was just pure silver gold as an
Oh,
investment
I
type
think
thing.
last year, and I remember when my first job, we joined a private pension.
Okay.
and we pay. I think I paid into it for about 5 years,
Yeah, yeah,
and I got made redundant. So this payment stopped, and I completely forgot about it.
yeah,
And Aviva, or what used to be Norwich Union,
yeah.
got in touch with me last year, sent me like a cryptic letter. Can you send us your national insurance number? So I rang them up. What do you want my national insurance number for?
Yeah.
He says, I'm not giving my national insurance company number to a finance company.
No.
So it went dead again for a few months. And then they wrote me another letter.
Yeah.
Says, it's important that you get in touch with us. Please ring us.
Yeah.
So I phoned them. So went through all my identification and that. He says, are you willing to give us your national insurance? I says, I'm not giving my number to a private financial company.
No.
No charge. Just tell me what it's about.
Mm.
Well, it's about a private pension you took out when you were 18. 18, yes. I'm like, what? And it just clicked.
Yeah.
Oh, I said, yes, I remember.
Yeah.
He says, I only paid into it for that 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
He says, yeah. He says, well, now you've reached like the age of, you're over 55,
That's great. Yeah.
you can take 10% of it tax free.
Agree. Yeah.
So I just saw a few £100.
Yeah.
And she says, oh, you've got this £42,000 in there. What?
Yeah. Those were the proper pension days, dude.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've only paid into it for a few years. It's just been going up, going up.
Yeah.
So I was actually, I thought, you know what? Take £10,000 and I'll buy some gold with it.
All right. Cool.
So I took the 10 grand and I bought 3 ounces of gold with it.
Yeah.
And I was left with it was not quite 40 grand. I think it was like 39,700 or something like that.
Yeah.
So there was like 29,000 left in. So I check every 2 or 3 months, see what it's worth.
Yeah.
And this is like, I was just getting on for like, I think November when I took the 10 grand.
Yeah.
And it's like 34,000,
Yeah.
6 grand. So I'm like, I think I'm leaving this year now.
That's it. Yeah. That's
I
right.
just thought I'll leave this year, and I'll take it all as a lump sum when I get older.
Yeah.
Because when you're 67, you can take it all if you want, but
Yeah.
I'll probably just strip it down. It's in a what they call a drawdown account.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
So if I need it,
Yeah.
I can go and draw on it.
Yeah.
But I've got to be careful the amount I take because of
Yeah.
tax reasons.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting stuff. So you didn't get involved with stocks and shares and
No,
anything.
we had this argument last night.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. But,
Paper. No, thank you.
yeah. For the viewers. So you kept it very physical by the sounds of it.
Don't hold it. Can't. You don't hold it. You don't own it.
That's very true. That's very true. No, nobody can argue that. That's for sure. So when did the YouTube thing kick in?
It was about 4 years, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I remember my first video. It was actually, I think it was, what was it? Well, my friend used to be called Seduced by Silver. She's not on YouTube anymore. Well, she is, but she's not called Seduced by Silver.
Yeah.
She only has an account so she can watch other videos. She doesn't really use it anyway because she's looking after her family. She's got a house to run. She's got a job to do and everything. I mean, I spoke to her last night, and we decided to do a swap, an exchange. I can't remember what they call them now. She sent me something, and I sent her something as a surprise.
All right.
And of course, being North American, she goes, "Can you put some of your nice chocolate in for me and the kids?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, not a problem." So I sent her some Dairy Milk, some Galaxies, Mars bars, Milky Ways.
Yeah.
I can't remember. There was all sorts of sent. And a few coins. And she sent me a few coins, Canadian coins back. I actually still got the coins. One of them I gave, I did a giveaway. It was a Superman coin.
Oh yeah,
I think Cobra that won it. Cobra won it. Yes, little like I think it was like a half-ounce coin, coloured Superman coin.
yeah.
She sent me that, and I sent her something from here. But and she's got an addiction to Cadbury's cream eggs, so I sent her some of those as well.
Very nice too.
So well, I mean, we do it every. She sent me something for Christmas and my birthday, and I sent something for her birthday and Christmas, and I sent something for the kids. I buy her. She's got 3 grandkids, and I buy them I buy them a gram maple leaf of gold every year for Christmas.
Oh, nice. That's kind. That's very kind.
I said I'll do it until they're 18, and then and then do what they want then because they'll be working.
Yeah, very generous.
Smashing grandkids. She phoned me last, I think it was Sunday, and then she's like, all I can hear went, background. He goes, oh, you've got the munchkins, I take it. Yes, they're driving me mad.
Oh, that's really cool.
She's very family into it, and that word.
That's lovely. That's so lovely. So when did the YouTube thing kick in then? What was the inspiration behind that, dude?
Well, that was it. Which I spoke to my friend in Canada. He says, right, so we'll do a swap on one, because I just thought, I don't want to do YouTube. There's all those pretentious little arseholes. I mean, sorry.
Like me.
No. This.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
it's like the people. Oh, I've got to do this gimmick to get clicks and views, and if I don't get clicks and views, I said, well, let's just do it. And I says, whatever I get, you unbox and show, and whatever I get from you, I'll unbox and show. And I says, I don't like doing things like this. He says, go on then, I'll do it once. And I think it's my first video, if I remember the title, Seduce Takes My Cherry, and an interruption from one of the other guys who was in our Discord. He's from Canada as well, but he's from the East Coast. He's from Ontario. Interrupted me. He phoned me with, what's up? That was my first ever video.
Cool. And did you enjoy it?
No.
Well, you're still doing it, dude.
No, I'm no problem with it. Back then I was like really kind of introvert, a bit shy, and that.
Yeah.
Now, I call a spade now.
Yeah.
But that's where it started.
Yeah.
And then we got this guy he used to call himself Corn. Oh, Corn. Lord have mercy. And he used to give this little accent on how garbage silver was. Right. So I did. He used to call us all silver sissies. So we all did a video called "I Am a Silver Sissy," and I've got one up there. I am a silver sissy. Let's take Mickey out of him, because he lost thousands of dollars in when he sold his silver. And
really?
Like, I don't buy none of that goddamn silver. I just buy gold. Then Lord have mercy, Lord, shut up. We all used to whine. Then we found out the guy ran a company that sold high interest loans and credit cards to vulnerable people, like pensioners and people like that.
Yeah.
And we found out that, and we just blasted it all over YouTube.
Yeah.
And all the other Americans got letters from lawyers, cease and desist. And he says, if you carry on, I'll send you one. He says, will you really? He says, do you know where I'm from? He says, New York. You're from New York? He goes, no. I says, I'm from Great Britain. Good luck with getting a lawyer to tell me to cease and desist from America.
Exactly. Mad, dude. Mad.
It was just an absolute Idiot.
Yeah. So, because did I get this right? Because did you stop, and
Yeah.
then it's only what the past year or two
It was
you've
like
come back?
I actually saw one of your videos.
Yeah.
I thought, oh my god, there's some British people doing gold and silver.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued. And then you start. I think you mentioned 365,
Yeah.
Future Investments,
Yeah.
and Stack Collector, and
Yeah.
Cobra. And I thought, who are these people? Where have they come from? This guy's got like 7,000 subscribers. Where have these
Okay.
come from? Yeah, when I did it, it was just like me and oh god, what the other guy makes the coin slides.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know.
he makes the coin slides. I can't remember his name. Oh my god, you'll kill me. It
Don't know.
was only like me and him in Britain and Tyneside Silver. That was it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and
So,
Shadow Stack, of course, but he very
yeah.
rarely does a video now.
So, cool. So you come back on the scene and just thought, oh,
It's all
what's
these British people suddenly turned
what's
up doing videos. And like,
what's going
oh
on?
look,
Yeah.
I was my first word was, oh, look, fresh news to corrupt.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I watch your video. But yes, oh, pretty cool. This I like your channel. I think it's one of the best, probably the best one. But you
Oh,
tell
really?
you like me. You tell it like it is.
Yeah. Try to do. Try to get a
And
little
if you
bit
want to
caught up to
swear,
you.
you swear.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. I can't help that. But
I've no time for that. Don't swear. Might set someone on. Fuck off then.
you gotta be yourself, you know.
Hey, yeah. No, it's like, no offense to the guys who run the Discord. I understand why they do it.
Of course.
But don't swear. There's children coming here. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh come on. When I was at school, I was telling people to f off and
Yeah.
bollocks and c words and all sorts.
Yeah.
They know we're probably worse swear words than you. But I
Yeah.
understand why they do it. I get it. I completely get it.
Yeah. We live in a weird world now as well, don't we? Where
Snowflake land,
yeah, exactly.
lefty land.
We won't go into that in this video. We'd do a Stephen uncut version.
Go down a
Later.
complete another new rabbit hole.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do that. We'll do that another time. So brilliant. That just brings me on to a lot of your logos, a lot of your videos. I do pick up in your conversation sometimes that you mention God in your life.
Yeah,
And how's that come about, dude? Because you said earlier that it's only been more of a recent
I will.
thing.
I will tell you.
Can you talk about it, or do you not
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
talk? Yeah,
So
yes, cool. Yeah,
I will tell you. It was the
let-
coronation of King Charles, and
okay.
when that Orthodox choir started, I was just like, oh, it's just like this new world come open in front of me.
Really?
Yeah, when I heard that Orthodox choir, I think the Greek, I think they were Greek, yeah, Greek Orthodox, because Prince Philip was a Greek Orthodox.
Yeah.
It just boom.
Wow.
It just hit me like a brick. It was like a flash gun going off in your face.
Wow.
That's all I can say. I mean, I will say it to you now. I've said it to all my other friends who are Christians.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I hear religious music, I sob my heart out. Even when I pray, I sob. I get really emotional, and I'm not really quite an emotional guy. I mean, I've spoken to you this before last week, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not really an emotional guy, but I just,
Yeah. It's not. That's not the first time I've
not for
heard that.
everybody. I know. I don't like to get preachy.
No.
You must follow God or you shall burn in hell. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Not for everybody. I get it, but it's for me.
Yeah. And what's that journey been
And
like for
then
you, dude?
I kind of, I think it was burning underneath before me because, like I said, that's a Templar sword,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of obsessed with Templars that I was before I was there.
All right. Okay.
There's a time of history that I'm intrigued about,
Yeah.
and what happened after the Crusades
Hmm.
with the Mamluks and the East, the hordes from the East, and uh, fascinating time.
Mm. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's cool though, because obviously, so, yeah, I'm a believer that there's something within us all, and at some point we experience something that just ignites something that sometimes we can't explain, and it just takes us on a journey that maybe we didn't even think was a part of us, or what. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. I've got all sorts of things that have happened to me in the past, and yeah, you just I don't
Had an
know.
epiphany.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Very
Had
strange.
an epiphany, did you?
Probably had a few. Had a few good
Had
ones
too
and
much of
bad
the
ones.
holy water.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've had too much of that on the Whiskey Wednesday, dude.
You want to try that? Honestly, right? I'm not a whiskey fan. You want to try that whiskey I like?
Which is called.
It's an Irish whiskey. It's oh god, it slipped out of my head again. I'll have to remember it.
Not a peaty one, is it?
No. Oh, what did they call it?
Because Shiny Precious Metals, he lives near is it the Bush Mills?
I think it's Dublin, the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, he lives.
Oh, what do they call it now? Oh, oh God! It's. You get that. Like I say, I'm not a whiskey. I drank, like Hague and famous grouse and other
Yeah.
sort. What's this
Yeah.
garbage? It burns the back of your throat out.
Yeah,
And
garbage
I
whiskey.
had some of this. It's Irish whiskey,
Yeah.
and it was just so smooth. Got a toffee, like a toffee uh, flavor of it, and it was just really nice. It's not expensive. I think it's like 40 quid a bottle,
Yeah.
but it's nice. And I'm not a spirit drinker. I like my beer.
Yeah.
I didn't drink that horrible stuff that you call beer down south. The lager.
Lager. I don't like
Lager.
lager.
I'm going to go lager top, mate. Lovely.
Don't like lager.
Give me a pint of shandy.
What you like. But it's true. It's very true.
Lager top.
I used to bet, I won't get into this too much now, but we'll do it another time. But I used to really enjoy light and lager.
What?
Light and lager. So a half a pint of lager and a bottle of light ale.
Oh, it's similar to like black and tan.
Probably, yeah, maybe.
Uh,
That was really you really
yeah.
enjoyed that as a drink. That was quite cool.
Black and tan are for men, though. I remember I once followed my team in the early 90s, went to Ipswich, and I was like, I love black and tan. I went in this bar in the town centre, and it was just like full of Wednesday fans. All Shandy crew would run off, Southerners. And I went, who's this guy who goes, can I have a pint of black and tan, please? He goes, a what, mate? Black and tan. I don't know what one of them is. It's like half stout or half a bitter, like black and tan. And like, I think a manager or landlord came on and goes, I know what he wants. I said, I'll do it. You've never bloody heard of one, bloody black and tan.
What accent is that, Stephen?
You what?
What accent is that?
I'm trying to do like a Suffolk Essex accent.
Wow.
I'm normally pretty good with my accents, especially
Yeah.
the Birmingham one.
All right, mate.
All right, mate, lovely, some cow.
Yeah, we like that one. Good old silver punk. Cool, mate. Well, that's been fascinating. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't have known that about you. And
I don't want no sympathy cards. Cash or silver or gold will do. Checks made out to cash. If you want to send them, they're fine.
and you can everyone can send it via my channel.
No, don't send it back. Just on my channel, my email's there. Just email me. I'll send you the address. Oh, that's another thing. I want one of your poker chips.
Mate, I've got all my envelopes written out. I still haven't sent
Have
them.
you got my address?
No, I've got about.
Well, if you look on the when I send you a coin,
I know
there's a
I
return
did.
address on it.
I know it has. I know it has. So I've kept the
You
last. Well,
you are a soft southern shandy drinking.
I know, mate. I know. Guinness drinking whiskey boy. No, you will get one. Everyone, well, quite a few people will get them, but I don't know. I'm pretty laid
Yeah,
back,
I know.
It'll go out.
No,
They'll all go out.
you should have
They've
had
made
the
their way
last.
into the envelopes now, so
You should have had the last 2 or 3 days I've had.
yeah. Oh, mate, yeah, you've been doing really well,
Oh
haven't you?
my
Getting
god! And it
stuff
came
out.
again this morning. Can I have another 2 tubes? I
Mm.
packed them up now. He says, "Well, can't you open them?" And I was like, "No, because what you've bought has gone over the insured amount, and it's 2.5 grand.
Yeah.
I'll have to split them up. You'll have
Yeah.
to have two packages.
Yeah, exactly. Mad. So what's the journey going to look like going forward for you, dude?
Gold,
Just gold, yeah.
yeah, and get out of this country as quickly as possible.
Cool. We'll go down that on part two.
Part two.
Part
I'm trying to.
two.
Where's my phone gone on?
I shall really enjoy part two.
Ah, here
Dude,
it is.
I can't believe that is an hour and 45 minutes, I believe. Hour and
It
a half.
time
Yeah.
flies by when
Mate, it just goes really quick. Really appreciate it. That's a really cool journey. Really cool journey to share. Can't thank you enough. And
no problem.
I look forward to part two, boy.
Oh, but Jesus, hell yes.
Where can everyone find you?
Me
Yeah. What's your
here,
YouTube? What's your YouTube?
Stephen God's money.
Stephen Good Money. And
God's
it's
God's money. And
Stephen
why is it
God's
God's money? Because God made it.
because God made it. Yeah.
God can take it away.
Give it to you and take it away.
All right.
Cheers,
I'm,
mate.
I'm just looking. Oh, go on. Sorry. Go on.
I was just gonna go on. You can say.
No, sorry. I'm just looking at Irish whiskey music. Find it.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming on. We're going to do a part two. I'm sure we're going to do a few things with you included going forward as well. So, yeah, thank you very much, mate. And I very much wish you a happy birthday tomorrow.
Well, thank you very much.
Stay on the line and I'll have a quick chat with you afterwards.
All right, buddy.
Cheers, dude. Thank you very much. See you later.
See you later. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.